About a week ago, I posted a video on this Hotfix Rhinestone set. I showed you everything that was included with it, and now I'm going to take this heart and I'm going to use this on it, and I think it's going to turn out kind of nice. You can do one side, you can do both sides. I don't know, let's give it a shot. I have these 2 palettes of colors of the Hotfix Rhinestones, and I have this little heart that I thought, you know what, let's do a rainbow. So I am going to use these 2 palettes to create the rainbow, and just so you're aware, I have a little cheat sheet here. Can you see that? No. Hold on. There we go. I've created a little cheat sheet for myself so that I remember which is which. So this is number 1, this is number 2. All of these, most of these will come from number 1. A few will come from number 2. And I'm just going to play around. So I have this little heat gun thing heating up, and I'm going to play. So we're going to start with red, because you know when you're doing the rainbow, we always go Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. So on that note, because I'm using what's here, I'm going with what I have. It'll be fine. It's going to be wonderful. And I hope this will work. I think it'll work, because basically I just need these to heat up using this on the wood. So I'm going to pull a red. I'm going to start right in the center. Did you know that red is my favorite color? Not that it matters, but red is my favorite color. So there, that's right in the center. And I'm going to stamp it down. So this will be our beginning mark. And then I'm going to do red, a row of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. I moved it. If you move it, just put it back. And everything will be just fine. Okay, so there's my red, my first red, and I'm going to go all the way around. So I've got the red done. I think it looks wonderful. So now I'm going to go through and I'm going to do the orange. And we'll just continue on with the rainbow colors. So I think I'm going to pull in my little tray here to make it a little bit more useful. So here's number 9. And that's what I'm going to use for the orange. We'll give that a shake. Such a pretty color. Can you see those? So pretty. Now that we have all the rhinestones on this side, I'm going to flip it over and put some a picture on the back, and I'm going to add some rhinestones. Now, these are my 2 grand puppies. No, they're not puppies anymore. They're, I think, 5 years old this year, but they're so cute. And this picture just screamed heart for me. So I'm going to use some Mod Podge. Now, with the picture, I just printed it out and then used the heart as a template to cut around it. And I'm just going to use some Mod Podge and get this all glued down. I place the picture, pat it down, and then I'm going to take some Mod Podge and put it over top. This will be a protective layer so that it'll last a lot longer. And again, I'm just going to use this little paintbrush, just spread it around and make it so that there's a thin layer which will give it that beautiful little bit of a sheen to it, but protect it as well. I let the Mod Podge sit for quite a while, but once it was dry, then I brought in some rhinestones to make like a bit of a border around the heart. Now, with the rhinestones, as you can see, I didn't quite get to the edge with the paper. This covers it up and you can't even tell. It's just a nice little touch, and it makes it coordinate and match with the back part. I love how it turned out, and I use the matte Mod Podge, so the picture is not real shiny, and I like that. But, you know, you can use either one. So now it's time to add some ribbon and some beads. So I have this little tiny piece of ribbon. I think it's probably about 10 to 12 inches long, and I'm going to tie a knot in one end of it. So I just matched up both ends and just put a simple little knot, pulled it nice and tight, and then I do trim off that little extra piece on the end, just so it doesn't stick out. And I do use a lighter to, you know, kind of make those edges stick. If you don't have a lighter or you can't use a lighter, go ahead and just use a little bit of glue. So now I'm just going to feed that knot through here, and I'm going to double it over with the rest of the ribbon through the end, through the middle, and then keep the knot at the bottom. And I'm going to put the knot a little bit higher so that when I'm adding the pony beads, the pony beads will go over the knot and you won't see it at all. So that's what I'm doing here. I decided to go with just a simple yellow, red, and green pony beads, and this kind of went with the picture. I'm going to push this down, and I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue just to put inside, just to help hold everything in place, and this will make everything secure. With that little bit of glue, what it does is it helps to hold that in place over top of that knot, and it's not going to slide up and down. And so I'm going to do the same thing with the green and the red. I'm going to slide them into place and put a little bit of hot glue to secure them. I'm really happy with how this is turning out, and I think that, you know, adding the rhinestones gives it a touch of bling to it, so it's all nice and shiny. And I like the ribbon with the pony beads. It's just finishes everything off, and I think the pony beads match in with the overall design. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing to my channel, and click on the bell to receive notification every time I upload a new video. I'll put a couple more videos here that you can take a look at and enjoy while you're waiting for a new video from myself. I really am happy that you joined me today, and happy crafting!